I guess the only place you'd find a 13th floor is in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, here's one here on Friday, June 13th, 1952. Massachusetts Governor Kyle MacArthur banned all private automotive transportation on an unlucky day. 9 overcrowded city buses crashed into each other in downtown Boston. That's, who knows?
Sounds like
That's just a coincidence.
another old wives' tale, you know.
Well, a lot of stuff you could actually.
Well, let
check
me
out.
ask you, Lisa, do you, when you spill the salt shaker, do you throw salt over your left shoulder?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's one of the things that, if you were doing it, if you were living in a house where it was done, you grow up doing the same thing. I still do it. I still do it.
Yeah,
I've never done it.
I do it.
do it.
What?
I've never done it, and I don't do it.
Well, okay. I think most of our superstitions, come from family. I remember my father telling a story. There's not a religious holiday, but there's a Jewish holiday in the early summer where you're not supposed to swim. And his mother, my grandmother, had a cousin who went swimming on that day and died. And for that reason, she never taught her children to swim. He never went swimming on that day, never went in the water on that day. But then again, my father was not a beach person, which was really funny because my mother was a definite beach person. I mean, we lived in Rockaway. The beach was across the street. How could you not go to the beach? But I can count on one hand how many times my father actually went down to the beach. In fact, I think we went to the beach more when we lived in Brooklyn. He went more than when we lived in Brooklyn. We would go to Reese Park. That was a big deal,
Here's an interesting one. I don't know if it's true or not, but it seems to be history. In the Aztec brutality killed 39,000 people in one day on Friday the 13th of August, 1539. This was done at the request of recently arrived Herman Cortez, who claimed to be a god seeking tribute. The next day, he overthrew their empire.
Well, he was one of the, Spanish explorers. They had never seen a white man before. And there were stories about, the coming of a stranger. And when they thought he was a god, they did whatever he wanted to do.
Which has killed thousands and thousands of people.
Well, and then a few years later, the common cold wiped out almost the entire population. Because that's what Europeans brought to these people. That and syphilis. What can I tell you? They don't necessarily go hand in hand.
Anyway, interesting, but not that interesting, I guess. There's a lot more stories here. This one's got plenty of stories.
Yeah, whether they're believable or not is something entirely different.
Well, as I said, most of the time when you look up one story, you can then look it up.
Well, they're good for reading, and sharing with our audience.
Yeah, we don't listen. We only read them. We don't swear by them. We give you the source. If you don't like what they tell you, go to the source. There's somebody that has a body that's as tall as Mark in one part of their body.
What?
Look.
What about it?
Look what it says.
That I certainly don't. I certainly don't believe.
No, look.
5'3". I read that.
Yeah,
All
wide.
right.
Yeah. No, they have the person's name and address and everything in case you want to meet her.
Not
Sorry
really.
about that. Oh, there was an error. What was that error?
Yeah, I bet you we were knocked off.
You still there?
I'm here. I hear you.
Okay. Good.
Because the computer is playing games again.
Yeah, we looked at a site we shouldn't have. Not it was.
Well, don't be doing
I
that.
wouldn't say it was R-rated or anything. It was. Just
Some people will put anything out there.
Yeah. That's
What
true.
can I say?
On a Monday show, maybe we'll tell somebody what we actually looked at.
Eh, doesn't make a difference.
This is something that Imus would relish.
I think Howard Stern more than Imus.
They both would.
Not
And-
Imus now. Maybe
Yeah,
in his heyday.
Yeah. Do you listen to Imus in the morning ever?
It's funny. The other day, I don't remember if I was home or if I was still in the hospital. I was surfing the channels, and his show was on, and he got very old.
Yes.
He's over 70 years old. He
Well-
broadcasts with oxygen. Well, he's taking oxygen.
Well,
in.
he was always a heavy smoker. He always,
Mhm.
he was, on various drugs at one time or another.
I mean, he basically looks the same, but it's just he's a lot older, and I mean, he wears his hair the same. I mean, God, change that hairstyle.
Well, if that's still his real hair, who knows? He
Oh, it's his
he
real
wears
hair.
he wears that big cowboy hat usually.
No, that's the thing. He wasn't wearing the hat, and I think that's what made him look a lot different. Because now I was able to see his face. You could see the change, the
Well,
wrinkles.
He was never a very handsome man to start off with. I
No,
don't
I'm
think.
not saying he was. Truth be told, he was not a very handsome guy, but he's got that look.
Imus was not meant for television. Imus was meant for the radio. Just like,
Right.
in a way, Howard Stern, even though, there were things that they did on the radio that obviously you can't do on television, even on cable, or you wouldn't do on cable. And
Yeah, but Howard did. When he had his TV show. He had his radio show that at night they aired it. I think it was on Channel 9. I can't even remember. But there were things that he did that he shouldn't have done. Well, I don't even know how he got away with it. But then again, that's Howard Stern. He gets away with everything. I mean, I like the man. I think he's a great guy.
Well, look, he's still on TV now. He's got. I think
what
he's
is
on,
it? America's Got Talent, or
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
Voice
but
or whatever
yeah,
it is?
well,
I don't know.
No,
He's
America's Got Talent.
He's a judge on there.
Yeah, which shows? America's Got Talent.
I think so.
Yeah, America's Got Talent.
Yeah,
That's the one with Howie Mandel.
yeah,
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but I don't think Harry Mandel is on it anymore.
yeah. He is. He was on it last year.
No.
Was he? Because I don't watch. I don't watch. Oh, look at this! I'm getting a call. Oh well, you'll have to wait. I'm on the air.
Well, thank you very much.
But if it's important,
It tells us how important we are. But I mean, if you really have to take it,
You take
it's
the
okay.
call.
Really.
No, they hung up.
All right, thank you. That was nice of you. That's
You're
more than our
welcome.
loyalty to the show.
What was that?
That's more than our loyalty to the show. Anyway, did you hear when I was playing those two songs?
Didn't you get my text?
Oh, here it is. Very long song here. Lots of luck. That's because we had a little accident. I'll let Mark tell you what happened.
I know what happened. He went to the bathroom and he had his headphones on, and he took the computer with him. I heard the whole thing.
Okay.
Now you know why Felix has a sidekick. It's easy to blame him for everything. What could I tell you? I just roll with the punches, you know.
Well, Mark,
It's okay.
we both have roles.
Yeah.
More than once.
Yeah. Yeah,
What-
but that's it is Friday the 13th.
And listen, any time we start on time is amazing. I mean, we've had
We
problems,
started on time on Monday.
Yeah, we
and
did.
and today too. I mean, we've had problems with Spreaker, as Felix has been saying, for many weeks. And usually, what we do is we just broadcast on Blog Talk, and then we upload Spreaker after the show's over. So
Mhm.
our numbers drop on Spreaker because there are, granted, a few people. I know my daughter used to listen to us on Spreaker. My friend down in Florida, he listens to the podcast, but
We'll talk about live. No, we definitely lost some live. Live.
we
Obviously,
lose people who know from the beginning that we were on Spreaker, and then they look for us, and we're not there anymore.
They know when to listen.
Well,
and all that.
I was listening to you on blog in the beginning just now. Before I came on the air, I was listening to you on blog, and then you went dead for a minute or two. And I thought maybe it was my phone because at the same time while I was listening to you guys, I was on Facebook, and I thought maybe I lost it on my own, but it was actually you guys. But then I picked you up I'm on speaker now, because I couldn't get you on blog. So you guys did lose. You went blank for a little bit.
Well, what we'll do is after the show, we'll kind of correct it. We'll cut out that part where there was just total silence, so it'll seem like it's flowing, for the person who's listening. But you're more schooled on the computer, excuse me, than some of the other people. So you know how to go around and figure out how to get us. Most people.
Well, I don't go on my computer. I do it on my phone.
On the phone.
Oh, okay.
Why on the phone? Because I'm in bed and my laptop's in my living room, and it's right now hard to maneuver the stuff because I have my arm resting. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, I hate to cut you guys short, but I forgot one thing. There's a pill I have to take, and I'm way behind on it.
Oh, no, you go right ahead. Your health comes first.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have to take that, and then I have to force myself to stay up for at least another hour to take my pills for my Crohn's disease. So I'm like...
Listen to us because we'll put you to sleep.
Yeah, that's one of the things my friend in Florida says. When he has trouble sleeping, he puts on our show, and he had no trouble falling asleep after that, So...
All right, I have to. I'll admit there are times when I do that
you
too.
Just be well. We'll pray for
listen,
you. Okay.
We'll wait till you get better, and then we'll go on.
Keep us posted. All right.
We'll go on that once you're.
I will.
We'll go on. We'll go out and do that lunch.
Okay.
All right. Great.
Nice to see he didn't forget.
Well, we promised.
All right. Listen. Be well. Okay.
All right, be good.
And
thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you guys, too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Get better.
Thank
you.
All right, thanks.
Good night.
Night. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Elisa, and now we know why she hasn't called in a while. We were sort of worried. Quite a bit happening with her,
Yeah.
You say, gee, somebody that young, too young to have so many problems. One good thing is she has a very understanding boss and manager that she works for, and that they're really pulling for her. And I tell you, that means a lot. And then the fact that all of her friends missed her at the high school reunion, that means a great deal as well. If I didn't show up for a reunion, which I haven't, and God knows how many years, I don't think anybody would miss me, Felix?
Absolutely. Well, we didn't know about this, what's going on, so we're going to do a little healing blessing for her. Bless this day with healing. Bless it with radiant sun energy. Fill each cell of the body, bringing a flood of healthy energy to all the body, banishing illness and disease.
May the abundant powers of health flourish within each day. May they expand and grow stronger, bringing the gifts of vitality, strength, and well-being. Blessings flow now with ample energy and happiness.
All right.
How about your grandson?
What about my grandson?
Anytime, anywhere, I can pray.
Yeah.
Where is he? Prayer for
Well,
healing the body. What's that? Let's see.
One more.
Oh, that's